With a yo-ho-ho, it's Taylor the Toaster. Welcome back to Let's Play Inazuma 11-3 Team Ogre Attacks. In the last episode, I think that just about sums it up. But in this episode, we are going to be heading to Condor Island, where the match against Italy is waiting. A hugely important match, which we cannot afford to blow, otherwise we wouldn't qualify. We won't be taking on Italy in this episode itself, but that's why before we go, I think there's a little secret about Japan's dorms, which I've been wanting to show off for a while. I was hoping it would turn up by random chance, but it never did, so instead I'm just gonna show it through my own efforts. This is it. You can actually have random encounters with the original members of Ryman, including Steve, if you get lucky on the Japanese dorm camp. They put Jim in goal and he doesn't have any defensive moves, so they're ridiculously easy to beat. He doesn't have any goalkeeping moves, I mean. So it's a pity that they're actually very, very easy indeed to defeat. But they're there, and once you beat them in a random encounter, where it plays the random encounter theme from the original game as well, which is a nice touch, you can actually recruit them through the capsule machine, which is right here. So let's just do that. Let's just stick in a capsule. I've got more than enough of them. I'll just take a random guess as to which colour we want. You're not who I was aiming for, but I'm not exactly gonna decline your request to join the team. I already spent the capsule. You don't get that back. I keep saying capsule. I spent the token to get the capsule. So I don't know whether we've only unlocked Timmy or if it's all of them we get now. We get discard. Well, if ever there was someone I was gonna decline, it would be someone called Discard.
20 minutes later.
For Timmy, Jim, Steve, and Sam, I'll settle for any of them. Just give me one, right? Please? I've nearly filled out this page of player recruits in one day. I got Goulian in the last episode, and now we've nearly filled it. What a great description.
One eternity later.
Looks like a rare one, does it? Hey! Don't call me average. He's had a line in this game. Good. Well, let's add him to the squad. Look at Steve in an Inazuma Japan jacket. He never got to wear one at the start of the game when everyone else was. But hashtag where is Steve? He is now part of Inazuma National. But look at all these other players I had to go through before I could get to him. This guy's description makes me want to cry. But yeah, oh boy, I've gone through all that effort, but Steve is with me once more. We have the power of the gods behind our Football Frontier International campaign. So let's head to Condor Stadium and make our way through it to get to the Italians. This, of course, means we have to go to the port in Central Leocott. Port Leocott. that explains it fairly well, I would have thought. I always talk to that woman every time I enter the map. She never says anything different. Oh, why a bother. Let's set sail. And then it just brings us back into the map, of course. You know, actually, never mind. Let's go there later. We haven't even been to the Italian camp yet. We've had it unlocked for about 3 episodes. And in fact, we have been with for the sakes of the Team D match. But yeah, this central area of Italy you would not have explored unless you're playing Lightning Bolt, where you go around it at the very start of the game. So let's just explore Venice. We've got enough time in this episode. All we're doing is going through Condor Stadium. We will be we'll be playing the actual Italian match later. So let's just have a look around. Recreate the 5th Pokemon movie, Pokemon Heroes. Leave a comment down below. I'm inventing comment questions for my series now. What's your favourite Pokemon movie? I am inclined to... I used to think it was Jirachi growing up. Well, no, my favourite growing up was always Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. But I didn't actually have it on VHS, so even though I loved it, I couldn't watch it when I wanted to. I really liked Jirachi growing up, but then when I rewatched it a bit older, I realised actually it's really weird. I would say the Lucario movie still holds true, but actually an underrated one for me would be the Zoroark movie, because I watched it when it was new, and for some reason it bored me senseless. So I thought that it was just bad, and then I rewatched it kind of last year-ish, and I enjoyed it very much. I don't know why I hated it the first time, and now I think actually it's an underrated Pokemon movie. I like Arceus. I really wanted to watch Manaphy's movie for years because May is my favourite travelling partner that Ash ever had, but I was quite annoyed with how the film was more Ash focused than I expected it to be. And he didn't deserve to be the King of the Sea. At no point did the, in quotation marks, villain of the Manaphy movie ever actually say that he wanted to be the King of the Sea for the sakes of evil. He hardly even did anything evil in the first place. He just wanted to be the King of the Sea, and Ash wasn't going to do anything with his title of King of the Sea. I think the pirate deserved it more. There is an upper menu, which we could have walked to manually, but we've gone the long way around instead. That's Twin Boost F. We actually got to see that in the Team D match. It's a fiery version of Twin Boost. We've got information about the Ogre Premium link. To be honest, I kind of dread showing that off, because there's so little information on it in the world that I can research, and I don't know if I can get good stuff out of my copies of Lightning Bolt and Bomb Blast, because I have already done the Ogre Premium link with my normal copy of Team Ogre Attacks. You can get a boat to the other side, interestingly. I will probably do it that way then, but first of all, let's finish exploring this menu. If you need extra speed, then this is the place to go. Let's strengthen our pants. And she is now Jesus. I'm sure the water is quite shallow, but you can make your players run on water by visiting Italy. Don't question it too much. I suppose that's probably why they made Venice the hub world of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. That is an obscure thing to put there. That was a kappa. Not the wall kappa from Yokai Watch, but yeah, the 100th episode of Inazuma 11. You'd expect it to have been quite a big deal, something important, but it was just a complete filler episode about kappas that play football, and more curiously than that, that was an episode all about Scott Banyan, and it was the only development he got in the whole season. I guess maybe that counts as a spoiler, but considering I've already removed Banyan from my squad, I think that kind of gives the game away. That Scott Banyan has no relevance in this game other than being on the team. Alright, I'm not spying. I already collected all the treasure chests when we were here as part of Orpheus. Actually, I'm going to cut back in because the goalkeeper here is a woman called Pullens. And I don't know if it's just because they barely made any female goalkeepers in this game, but in the post-game extra competition routes, that player appears several times as the goalkeeper, mostly on all-girls teams. Her and Daisy from the Super Girls team from Osaka. Instead, we get a creepy clown, not the actual barely relevant goalkeeper, which I was trying to point out. Enough random encounters, let's go to a different part of the world where random encounters can be found. Condor Island. Oh, well, good job I went this way. Apparently there's no escape. How are we gonna get off this island now? Oh wait, we're just gonna warp there. There definitely was escape. So let's just go. Well, where's our fan club? They were all Italian reps. That's not fair. There's supposed to be some people who care about Japan. Well, apparently not even the cats like us. Ah, dear oh dear. But we are here at Port Condor now, so out of all the stadiums we've seen thus far, that one was clearly the nicest, because it's actually probably based on a real thing. It wasn't a one-to-one likeness with the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Oh, did I actually just call it that? The Leaning Tower of Pisa, but... oh, well, that was nice of Paolo. But yeah, so it's not a complete likeness of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but considering we're taking on the Italian team next, it's probably a reference. And so you expected some kind of maze in the lead up to the tower, but it's not actually like that. What that other guy just said was that it's gonna take us a while to climb the tower. Indeed, the tower itself is the maze. I wouldn't call it a maze exactly, but just a labyrinth. And the recurring joke of that one guy forgetting his ticket every time has continued. But yeah, so you can't see the map properly, and you simply have to ascend it and find all the items through your experience of ascending vertical towers within the Pokemon game, the Pokemon series instead. So I don't know if there are too many items, but I'm at least gonna try and cover all the bases and have a look, because I wouldn't exactly fancy revisiting this labyrinth if it turns out I did miss something important. What? What? What did I just see? Huh? I mean, we still scored, but even I'm confused by that. Is there a third God Hand in this game? Like, we have the move manual for God Hand. We can use it on Mark, but it's not as glowy as that. It's just the normal God Hand that it's always been. And it's part of Darren's moveset, where it's a wood type move instead, and it's blue. But that was all glowy and weird. You will not find the passwords in this game. Try looking somewhere else. So tell me, what is my password? Good, I remembered it on my second try. I tried Halloween first. But now that means we have given the passwords to all 4 of these recurring Halloween-themed players. So, side quest complete. Let's defeat them in battle, and then they will become collectible players in the capsule machine. Which ones? I don't know. Will I even bother to get any of them? I don't know. But let's at least defeat them. Because then there's the sense of completion for doing that, is there not? And the team is called Hat Trick or Treat. That's a clever joke. Not going to lie. But yeah, they're even going to tell us explicitly that they're in any old capsule machine. They're not going to help. But with that little distraction done, let's continue to climb. And I can actually see a doorway there, can I not? Glad I went the bottom way first. We'll grab that treasure chest because it's the first one. Yeah, there's the stairs. But what can I see over on the left? It looked like a door. Wow! Nobody fancies giving me a break, do they? But at least we get a recruit for it. How many players have I got now? I've got 3 full pages of empty spaces left. I'm actually approaching the 100 limit. Okay. The lift lets you skip a floor for some reason. That takes you from the 2nd floor to the 4th floor. But we're not going to be cheeky about it. We'll take the stairs and go all the way up because there will be valuable items for doing so. And again, it's not like I'm doing anything else in this episode. I am not making no effort to... Oh, I see. There's something in the middle which is inaccessible, isn't there? So I am supposed to take the lift first. Right. Yeah, you've got to go all the way down from above, I think. Yeah. Had 2 more random encounters in the time that I cut away. But anywho, we will go up to the 4th floor this way instead. And... excuse me for being a tad confused. I guess maybe the elevator really was a shortcut after all? Because those are the stairs down, so yeah. The elevator was genuinely just a shortcut. Why couldn't it take me to the top floor then, eh? Make it a proper shortcut. Let me skip the whole thing. But yeah, so this is obviously a very, very big thing indeed. You saw the cutscene. You saw how tall this place actually is. Luckily, if you see the size of the stairwells. I know I was saying something before, but I have totally forgot. Oh yeah. Well, now there's been another encounter I've forgotten again. No, I'm just kidding. I was trying to say that the stairwells are so huge that they're taking up most of the space of the tower. But they're not long enough, clearly. We need to get to the end sooner than this. Man, the random encounters have been cruel to me in every way. It took me forever to find the right encounter with Steve. And then, after having successfully found Steve, I then just got bombarded by encounter after encounter. But it is worth going back down the tower because that was a move manual for Rolling Thunder, one of the better special tactics in the game. It was developed by America's Unicorn. Ahem. End me! Ah! This game does not have repels. And now I even have to climb these stairs again to get back up to where I was before. Oh, and I'm a bit scared of taking that door, actually, because I can see that there's more to go up here. I think those stairs on the left are the way out of the tower, and this one is just the way back down to the bottom. In fact, yes, it is. I'm not even going to risk taking it, because that guy just said so. You'll join us live at Condor Stadium, where Inazuma National are preparing to face Orpheus, the Italian team. Thanks to the Italian side's tactical news, they got the better of England in the last game, and expectations are high today. Paolo. Alright, rude. You're supposed to be lovely. The main side character of Lightning Bolt and such. That guy's allowed to be rude. He's pretty mean.
Doc, I know you've been sending money to someone called L. And I heard there's someone in the shadows pulling your strings. Someone from a shady organization. Someone big. Make sure you play fair out there, Doc. Think of all the young people who love this game. Do not let them down. Got it?
Hey there, Evero. This is where the game will take place?
That's right, and it's nearly time for kickoff.
Vorrei tanto vedere. How I wish I could see it. Oh, I so want to take off these badges. Bandages?
Is that better, Lucia?
Everything is so hazy. I can see. Oh, Hide, I can see.
Now, it is time for us to go. It is time to join them. Have fun climbing the several legions of stairs filled with random encounters, young girl who probably can't play football. Let's have a look around, because in the next episode we will be taking on Orpheus, the representative team of Italy, who, by the way, if we have a look at the standings, they are undefeated, just like Brazil, who got out of this with 12 points. Cote d'Ivoire only got there with 5, and only 1 was an outright victory, and that was against Rose Griffin. So you could even say that Team Ogre was the one to get that win on their behalf. If that's true, they haven't won any matches yet, but regardless, they're through to the next round.
Allora, did you see the game against England? We followed his instructions and everything changed. But still, I do not trust him. What does he really want?
You can actually approach Ray Dark himself and talk to him. So let's have a look. I figured as much. I didn't think he'd actually say anything. In the next one, let's get this match underway. Ta-ra!